Day. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Into the air right away is Allen. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A run by Pacheco on second down. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Left side, Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Coleman, the man in motion left. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To the air, Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. Oh, that's into a double team. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter with Cook. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Was solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line, allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's Mecole Hardman. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
What you talking about, ref?
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A short and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pacheco. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Being chased out left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Boy, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
They'll run for it with Pacheco, and he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Here's Allen. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and 9. Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Allen going to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. To throw, it's Allen. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Allen going to change it up. Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try again with Cook, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will be set up. As he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
A first carry for Samaje Perine, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Rolling to his right. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy, not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, 49 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Butker on for the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Who told you to do that?
And since the penalty... occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. Down to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Bills get a bit closer. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Oh, and now some space to operate. Still going. Inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hunt will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle. And Hunt will find his way in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. Will be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. That's a 40-yard.
Johnson running right. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Inside give to Davis. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now Allen. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Bills are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Bill. First down.
Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. To the air, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesar Superdome. The fourth and final quarter coming right up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the return will stop right around the 25. So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The offense on third down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mahomes now on first down. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. Touchdown! Xavier Worthy, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Looking to throw. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen over the middle, complete to Samuel. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Motion man is Shakir. And again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Broken tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when it turns.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Allen going to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Up the middle to Davis. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go with Johnson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. There he goes again, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play fake. Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mahomes firing complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back back to throw. Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. That is intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Pirine, and he will have a Chiefs first down, and that's the one that should seal the victory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Shakir. Down the right sideline. And they're going to score. A long touchdown. No flags. No time remaining. And they're an extra extra point away from winning the game. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
They end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on Media Day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's got it to about the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And quickly, they get to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I just say from the defense's perspective, okay, they've got the lead and they're getting all the bounces. What's going on here?
I guess the good news for the other side, still 3+ quarters remaining.
Yeah, maybe things will equal out over the course of the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Mahomes, dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now with Gray. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And even 20 yards for Kareem Hunt as his guys are able to extend their lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down throw for Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown, 55 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Mahomes going to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let go.
Robinson up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the screen, this is Eckler. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations
that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Hand off now to Robinson. Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 68 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Rolling to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now here's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15. Just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. Daniels now on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here's Hardman on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Peyton Hendershot from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
We got four.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Mahomes now on 1st down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Dances by him.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. The strong, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are back within a score.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw.
Over the middle here to Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. And receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Really good job of catching the football, holding on, despite the discouraging type of a hit.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be...
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him. And all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Hunt. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 5. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Washington offense going back to work. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kareem Hunt
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That's caught. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
We got 4.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Daniel. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Daniels to the air again on second down.
Crowder's got it over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Double tight. 4 down. There you go.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
124 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Robinson now on first down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
Danny. 43 is the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here comes third and the length of the football. On the give, here's Robinson.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready?
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now Mahomes steps away to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Let's go, D. Tighten.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown. 38 yards. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want